finger on the like. Grandma was in A, auntie was in A, mama had AAA. I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a shotty while bro had a like we in the getaway. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20-some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spend a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? Go to sleep tonight. The street got us.
Hey. Folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Phoenix Mercury going up against the New York Liberty. And coming to you from the borough of Brooklyn, I'm Blake Suniga. Pleased to have you here along with my broadcast partners, Brian Banafatemi and Tim Swartz. And it's safe to say this game will be won or lost on the boards.
Well, it's how these teams control the game and get themselves extra possessions.
Well, not only that, but limiting their opponent's possessions. That'll be a huge key in this one.
Not a lot of players these days operate in this space, but Stewie just loves the in-between shots.
Now here's Thomas. Pass to Taylor. And here's Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Thomas. Soft touch off the glass.
Tough finish by Thomas, wanting it more.
Here's Jones. She's covered by Brown. The 3. Jonquel Jones, and that's good.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
Thomas, no good. Well, the last title for the Mercury came back in 2014, and that team was historically good.
Maybe the best team in league history. 29-5 record in the regular season, 8-1 in the playoffs, and they had a stacked roster. Brittany Griner, Diana Taurasi, DeWanna Bonner, they helped lead Phoenix to their second title.
Here's Taylor. Sabali. Defended by Stewart. Back to Sabali. And the shot goes in.
Oh, man. She is so good at making those lead passes.
Here's New York now. A 4-point game. There's Jonquel Jones with the 3. Brown grabs the board.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Cloud with the steal. Pass to Jones. Count that bucket.
They're shooting 80% so far. Obviously, it's early, but offensively, they're looking great.
Inside. Brown. That's in there. Alyssa Thomas with the assist.
Using her lengthy wingspan to her advantage, Brown is able to dominate down low.
And so it looks like Liberty will retain possession here.
That pass had a little bit too much heat on it for her to make a clean steal.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough catch for either of them. I mean, these are basketball players, not wide receivers.
For 3. It's rebounded by Sabali. The Mercury trail. Here's Laxa. Here's Thomas. She can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Brianna Stewart. And 2023 featured the closest MVP vote ever, with Alyssa Thomas finishing second.
Yeah, it was interesting. Thomas actually got the most first place votes, but finished just behind Brianna Stewart, just ahead of Asia Wilson. Thomas averaging 16, 10, and 8. All defense, too. About as good of an all-around year as we've seen.
Jonquel Jones with the three. Pass to Phoebish. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Mercury.
Really careless turnover. That should have been the simplest of exchanges.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. To the paint. Here's Thomas. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Ionescu. Whitcomb defending. Offensive rebound. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Pass to Harrison. Stewart. 5 to shoot. Tries again. And it's good on the lay-in.
The will, the desire. When Stewart is locked in offensively, there's little you can do to stop her.
Here's Laxa. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Substitution on the court.
New York in the lead. Pass to Harrison. Jones with it. Takes the three. Mack grabs the miss. Phoenix with the ball. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And they pick up 2.
A mix of finesse and length gets Sabally the inside shot. Such a skillful player.
There's Jonquel Jones with the three. No, it's bad. That miss takes her to 3 for 7. Sabally down low. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. She's getting her first free throw attempt of the game here. Here's Phoebish. No good on the last second attempt there. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Liberty out in front. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And taking a look at the Liberty performance here. Guys, what are your thoughts?
I love the hustle they're showing here in the first.
It's showing up on the scoreboard, too. A lot of second chance points. And as you said, it's due to their hustle.
Pass to Laxa. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mack. Now Billings. Whitcomb, covered by Ionescu. Second chance shot. Laxa, shot is good. Well, New York won that 2020 lottery. Their prize, man, it was a great one. Sabrina Ionescu.
Well, she was the first piece, right? And she endured some tough times. But her talent and overall play helped attract Brianna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, and other key players.
And it's Sabally missing.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
As complete a player as they come, Jones has no problems hitting the glass hard, turning misses into makes.
Timeout called the Mercury. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute of play. Here's Taylor. still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Here's Lexa. Good on the three-point shot.
That's just not enough coverage. Basically none. Defense did not look good there.
Here's Stewart. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
Well, you have to be aware of Stewart around the rim. She's just too good at attacking opponents' weak spots.
That's a surprise. Out of character for her to miss those when the D's not right in her face.
Pass to Lexa. Mack. Outside, Sabali. Nifty move. Foul called that time on the way up. And that'll give us 2 chances at the Brianna Stewart picks one up.
Well, you know, a little contact doesn't really go a long way against Sabali. She'll battle against anyone, anytime.
And for Satu Sabali, the WNBA is a family affair.
Her sister Naira is also in the league. Satu is more of a shooter, while Naira is a big. However, they both represent the German national team.
Fires top of the key. The offensive rebound. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
Very smart from Stewart to get to the line. She's one of the best in the WNBA at drawing fouls.
And while Brianna Stewart has a lot of years left in the tank, she's already in the GOAT conversation.
It's crazy. I mean, she's had 5 straight top 3 finishes in MVP race. She's already won every award, every title, you took in college, internationally, WNBA. She's on a path unmatched in the history of the game.
New York calls timeout. Here the Liberty. 3-point lead. Here's Ionescu. Jones. Puts the move on. And the layup is good.
She has shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves.
Here's Taylor. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. And the basket by Copper.
Fantastic touch from Copper there. You can see how locked in she is scoring inside.
There's Jonquel Jones with the 3. Good on the triple.
Her first triple of the second quarter. Third of the game.
Pass to Copper. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. The Mercury able to retain possession here. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. To the inside. Stolen by Jones. To the middle. Here we go, one-on-one. Copper outside. Billings. That's some solid defense from Jonquel Jones. New York in the lead. Ionescu outside. Jones. Here's Lainey Hamilton. The basket good off the assist from Jonquel Jones.
You're just asking for trouble if you let her roam free in 3-point range.
Now Thomas. Goes back up. And fouled hard that time. She'll get 2 shots at the line.
Well, something I really like about Thomas's game, she gets to the foul line a lot.
First trip to the free throw line for her in this one. I just can't get over the fact that Alyssa Thomas has been playing with 2 torn labrums for years now. I mean, talk about toughness.
Yeah, hence her one-handed shooting style. But she's an absolute warrior. She's not only playing through pain, she's doing it at an elite level.
And it's New York's ball. It's stolen by Alyssa Thomas. Here's Sabali. Yes, it's good.
A nice fast break from start to finish.
And what a finish it was, guys. Just so pretty.
The pass, the dunk, everything.
And Jones gets it to go.
Well, I think she owes the three-pointer dinner because it's been her best friend today, no question.
Well, it has been today, anyway. I mean, look, most of her points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
And we finished one half of play.
23.
It's the Liberty. They lead by 8. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And the second half about to start in just a few moments. Phoenix trailing here. Here's Taylor. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And the basket by Copper. Ionescu has it. And it's New York with another.
Excellent release from mid-range. Ionescu has a gift for getting to her spots offensively.
They grab their own miss. Here's Thomas. Brown. And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets a 3-second call.
Boneheaded play, guys. Plain and simple.
And mistakes like that are going to make it very hard for them to get out of this hole.
And that's part of the reason why they're in this hole.
When you think about Phoenix Mercury basketball, Diana Taurasi's first player that comes to mind.
DT's been in the Valley of the Sun since 2004, never leaving for another organization. She's been here so long. A few of her current teammates were in preschool when she joined Phoenix.
And good that time.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. Easy bucket in the paint.
The interior defense at that end has been lifeless, to say the least.
Back to Jones. The tray. Rebounded by Copper. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Plenty of space. Rebound New York.
But he got away with a major lapse there.
Here's Lainey Hamilton. Offline with the 3. Got a piece of it. Down low. Good. And Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
Proving what a selfless player she is, Ionescu is all about getting the rock to wide open teammates.
And the Mercury call time here. Liberty making a switch here. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Thomas outside. She can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Brianna Stewart.
I'm sorry to say it, guys, but she's given them little to nothing at the offensive end.
Hard to stop, guys. She poses a ton of matchup problems for any opponent.
What you gotta love about Stewie, she's a flat-out winner at every single level.
Yeah, she led Connecticut to 4 consecutive national championships. She's won multiple gold medals, WNBA Finals MVP in 2018 and 2020. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Fires from the corner. Copper no good. Here's New York now. To the middle.
2 minutes remaining.
And a fast break now for the Mercury.
Vixens for real. At the end of it, I stand on business for real. Throw it like money over for real. I know how I feel to be discreet, so bankroll. We don't got it. I put it on your head. 2001. Around and make it. Keep on acting like you have emotion. You just in a way. Ain't never too far from this. I'm just a flight away. I seen trip and fall. I tie up they shoelaces. Young fly lip. Got rich out suitcases. Ain't slept since. It seems like 5 days since. Every time I hold up my wrist, it's a new face. I shouldn't have got a whip for her. She came to my convention. She texting these. She give me a commission. Only time these could get at me is my mentions. Buy for it, get it tailored, I know her dimension. She's so in love with CC, it's all over her wish list. They took her to the back room, I let her get the big. Full of envy, don't put them in your business. I let you go for whatever you want and she ain't get. I'm 800 and on chrome jean, camo shorts and a long sleeve. I'll be gone for a month or two, I'm knocking off this money. I gotta keep on me. Bro taught us get our own. My on my armpit. I'm turning up like I don't got my own. Cut off on an island. Both our phones on silent. Like what you heard about me, you gotta come and try this. Baby. These handshakes getting weirder and weirder. Look at every man eye to eye, I don't fear them. These little that worse than me. I ain't buy my other the purse in a minute. I ain't take a pretty to Turks in a minute. I ain't put no in a minute. I ain't been on earth in a minute. I always talk to God, but I ain't been to church in a minute.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Now, here's James. Rebounded by Jackson. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Three-pointer buries the long-range jumper.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block and a three-point play chance here. We're about 1 minute into the first. A steal, and they're on the break. Here's Gilbert. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3, and it's blocked. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And they double up James. To the right side. Oh, good on the triple.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Driving inside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Just 5 to shoot. Gilbert off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Here's Evans. Misses the layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First team foul.
And that one misses.
At the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Checking in for the away team. Number 5, Curtis Jones. 2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:56 left here in the first quarter. They get a hand on it. And so out of bounds it goes. And they retain possession. And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter of the game. And they double up James. Clock at 4. Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation.
Substitution on the court.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Jones. Misses from close range.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Snatched away. Now running up the court, Evans trying to push it up. And the dunk by James.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
It's good.
A terrific movement off of the dead ball situation and a great play to get the bucket.
.46 seconds left to play in the first. 6 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Unloads from 13. Bank shot, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's the screen. No good with the layup. It's stolen.
Home team foul. Number 7. First personal foul. 4th team foul. Substitution on the court.
That's tipped. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And stolen by James. Got it off in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. They lead by a bucket.
10.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And that one is stuffed right through.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
The shot's good.
Ooh, okay.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Finishes the break with a slam.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Back to Jones. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times that coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
Both teams will make substitutions. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. To the paint. Here's Jefferson. The layup missed. Beyond the arc. His fourth shot, his fourth miss. Still looking for his touch tonight. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's the break. And he... Gets off the fast break with a monster slam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end. And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Shot to stop the run.
And their offense has all but disappeared this quarter, shooting in the low 30s for the game. They had some success in that first quarter, but not much since then. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for them here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Gilbert. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Top of the key.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him. If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Here's Gilbert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First trip to the line for him here. The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Stolen by Jackson. Taken away. Gets to the corner and buries it.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And one of those guys, Brent, who can take over a game, sometimes from beginning to end, is Trae Young.
It is remarkable, Kevin, especially at his size in today's game. It reminds me a lot of playing against Allen Iverson, a guy who could dominate the game as a small player, and that's what Trae is. But what he can do offensively, the instincts that he shows, the way he can get it going offensively, he's truly a remarkable talent in terms of a small guy dominating a big man's game.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And he makes the first. And so Jones nails both of them.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
This one for three. Rebounded by Jackson.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Fourth team foul.
And that one falls for Jones.
For the away team.
And it's tied up with that one. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Puts the move on. James, no good. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Gilbert. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Stolen. He takes it in, and he can't jam it through. And they're moving it up for the lead. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Number 3.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's James. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
And the first one drops. No good on the second free throw.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add
up. With the crossover. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And here we go. Fast break. Evans has got it from the baseline. Misses off the left iron. Here's Gilbert. Poke loose. Hit his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. Home team on D. They lead by 1. Jackson up top. Just 5 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Second team foul.
Ball's knocked loose.
And what a defensive show these guys are putting on.
Pass to Jefferson. Outside Jackson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
The ball goes to the
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
3 on the clock. Jefferson, that's for 2.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
No good from the wing. It's rebounded by Jefferson.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Here's Jackson. He gets it in there. Jackson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
So both teams making some changes here. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside. He's got 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here we go, one-on-one.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the third quarter. Goes back up. Can't capitalize inside. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing. And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
It's deflected. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. It's stolen by Jones. On the wing, Jones. To end the run. And yes, it's good. Jones has got 6 points.
And you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Here's James. And James throws it down hard.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Can't hit from the elbow. Jones, that's for 2. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Good on the 3-point shot. 7 points in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Offline with the baseline jumper. With 4 seconds on the clock. No good on the layup. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Leading by 9. We've got more in store for you right after this.
It's the fourth
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And the home team has possession. There's the triple. Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Launches a three. That shot is off.
It's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
And a miss there on the triple. From deep. Can't hit that one.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Shot on the wing. And the shot goes down.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Looking to end the run. No good that time.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
They set the screen. The quick look, no good that time.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Knocked away. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. There's the three.
The wheels have completely come off for him here in the second half. Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. To the left side wing. From downtown. He can't get that one.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Looking to get it going. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
He can't get it to go. Lets the three fly. That shot off. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Out to the wing. Got a piece of it. Lets it go from deep. That one's not going to go.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
From outside the arc. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
For the three. Doesn't go for it. And he drives in.
Now, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
No good on that one. Deflects the pass. And that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. .105 left to play in the final quarter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
No good on the wing three. Here's Gilbert. And it's off from three-point range. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Jackson. Here he goes. And it's denied. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And they had some box coverage that turned into no coverage.
Away team foul. Gilbert. First personal foul. First team foul.
23 seconds left in the game. Crafty move. It doesn't go for him. Jefferson with some nice D. The baseline jam. Off the mark. And so they get the victory here at home.
Even a scope, whoa. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. We down right now, but did it before, whoa. See from here. I shown up, now the game is sewn up. Say my name is blown up. We up, 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 we up. See from here we gon' up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is sewn up. Say my name is blown up. We up, 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 we up.
You know, I think it's about that time again. You already know it's about to be the coldest summer ever, right? Yo, L Street. Yeah? L Street. L Street. Come on. Boy, you know I had to dip, set my wrist. This that Pelly in the wintertime with that bird, with that chicken. Chillin' with the camera on and jewels on and that chain on, just glisten. We be on straight bars like Jim. That's a gym, just listen. Y'all was trying to keep up with the Jones. I was trying to keep up with my phones. Talk a little stop before they burn around steady. I was just burning out, but I was learning how to stretch it like a finger fold. Never been played with, cause of some same that was at these other. See, I was respecting the hustlers. Y'all be respecting the. I be with shakers and movers, counting my blessings, cause one day you lose it. I was respecting the hustle. Y'all be respecting the. I be with shakers and movers, counting my blessings, cause one day you lose it. Hey, hey, boy, you know I had to dip, set my wrist. This that ride around and that drive around with them chains on my chest. This that hustle music when the hustle moving, they ride around with that. This my go get it, we gon' go get it, we gon' go get it, that's it. Boy, you know I had to dip, set my wrist. I really earned it like it, I ain't heard about it, I ain't have more, I just tip a thorough, this is still made it rich. I really made it out of there, and hate about it, this enough to make it sick. I was laying out with the vultures. He wanna get closer, he wanna touch for some closure. I ain't got time, baby, tuck your emotion. I've been the one with the motion. I've
They've got the Minnesota. Minnesota Timberwolves facing the New York Knicks. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And it's the Knicks to start out. Brunson taking his time here. And that one's good. And the highlight of this game could be the matchup at the 5 spot, Clark.
You know, Brian, we've seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got 2 bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
Back to Hart. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Now here's Edwards. And Gobert with the stuff.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He knows it'll be tough to score in the paint tonight. Gobert locks down the lane as well as anyone. He blocks shots, and then when you count up the numbers of shots he alters, you get a full picture of his dominance at the defensive end. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
Here's Brunson outside. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
You know, Randall has a nice package. He's got a good touch, good mechanics, and he's a capable mid-range shooter.
Brunson. Here he goes. Kicks it out, Towns. 5 to shoot. From outside, off the mark. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Edwards. Gobert on the high post. Jacks up a 3. And Edwards good for 3. Edwards got 5 now.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. Over to the wing. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. They need this. And it's good on the lay-in.
A flashy ball handler at times, Brunson knows how to carve up scoring opportunities for himself.
Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. New York trailing. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Achua with the dunk.
And the find by Brunson, more than capable of running the offense.
Outside, DiVincenzo.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Randall. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Towns controls the rebound and the putback.
Throwing that weight around. Towns with 2 bonus points there.
The baseline Jay. The Knicks with the rebound.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And stolen by Gobert. Fast break. Here we go. And it's Randall with the jam.
In transition, Randall extremely mobile for a power forward.
Here's Brunson. The shot won't fall. Minnesota with the ball. Edwards with it. And it's Brunson picking him up. And Edwards, here we go.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
With the drive. For 3, Bridges. Randall pulls down the board. Minnesota in the lead. Good chance here for DiVincenzo. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns.
All alone from mid-range. You've got to think he's kicking himself.
And here's Hart. 7 points in the game. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Dante DiVincenzo.
You know, guys, Josh Hart is somebody that's going to give you everything he's got. This combination of outside shooting and defense is really quite valuable to any team.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 27 seconds left to play in the first. Outside McDaniels. For 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. McBride with it. Gets it off. Josh Hart getting it done for the Knicks. Punting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
19.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit, and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning. Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Goes up on the baseline. And the jumper is on the mark. And now a 3-point Minnesota lead.
You know the coaches hated that shot, but guess what? Some of them go in.
Left side Brunson. From the baseline. And stolen by Clark. Fast break Minnesota. Pass to Shannon. Soft touch off the glass. Shannon's got 8. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Double team on Towns. Hart from long range. Rebound Minnesota. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City. playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Knicks trail by 5. Anunoby with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. And so the ball out of bounds. Anunoby touched it last.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Get loud and let them hear it. T-shirt.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Outside Conley. Outside DiVincenzo. Fires from the line. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. And the Knicks with the possession here. It's a 5-point game. And it's Bridges with the jam.
All talent there from Bridges.
To the inside. Achua with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. And Anunoby gets it to go. And it's now just a 1-point Minnesota lead.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Quick beat there by DiVincenzo. Once he gets a step on the defense, it's a wrap.
Outside McBride. Back to Anunoby. Outside Achua. Pass to Anunoby. Clock at 4. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Conley looking for an opening. Now Edwards. From the high post. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead. Anunoby on the wing. Pulls up, high post. Out left to the wing. Here's McBride. Back to Achua. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession. And Minnesota making a change here. Stolen by Reed. And here's Dillingham from the arc. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Anunoby. The kick out to Brunson. Over Dillingham. And again, the Knicks missing. And here's Minnesota now. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited, and for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
The Timberwolves lead by 6. Here's Dillingham. That three's off the mark. Outside Brunson. Pass to Achua. To stop the drought. Now Towns. Back to Brunson. Jalen Brunson playing big right now.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Edwards looking for an opening.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
It's his first trip to the line.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Here's Shannon over Achua. No good. A bit long that time. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Minnesota leading by 3. On the take, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Outside Brunson. From downtown. Buries it from 3. Brunson's got 14 points.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
A power finish there as he breaks out the tomahawk.
You could feel the shake after that.
Good. Yeah, great aggressive move to the bucket there. He wasn't about to pass that one up. He threw it down.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
To the wing on the left. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Shannon. Fires the 3. Can't hit that one. Knicks trail by 3. Here's Brunson. And he gets it to go off the front iron. 16 points for him.
And so effective from these in-between spots. Brunson doesn't need much room to feel comfortable.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Randall on the screen. Outside McDaniels. From behind the arc. Randall can't hit.
Well, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Here's Brunson. Outside Hart. Back to Brunson. Over Gobert. And it's Brunson missing. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And they double up Gobert. And stolen by Brunson. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. And that misses. That would have put them up. Here's Minnesota. And here's Edwards outside. Towns with a rebound. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks.
And though he has a scorer's mindset, Brunson willing to make the next pass.
Here's Shannon. Give him 8. The layup misses. And an Obi for 3. Doesn't go that time. Outside Edwards to win the drought. It's stolen by Hart. Towns with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. And he lobs it up.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And Minnesota making a change here. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Randall, good.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
Tipped. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Ball's going up the court. Randall can't hit. The Knicks with the lead. Hart from long range. Sinks the tray. Hart's got 12 points.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA, and when Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside, DiVincenzo. From deep three-point range. No luck on that one. And here's New York now. They're on a 13-4 run. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. In transition, here they come.
Good find that time by DiVincenzo. An unselfish player always looking to make the extra pass.
Pass to Hart. To the middle. Here's Achua. Randall pulls down the board. Tries to keep it alive. Outside Brunson. Here's Hart. And he drives in. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
He sees the taller defender, and he just gets more aggressive.
DiVincenzo driving.
Hey, why settle for the layup when you can dunk it? DiVincenzo put in on a show on that drive.
Brunson with it. Now Alexander Walker defending. Brunson is doubled. A nice shot by McBride. McBride's got his first basket.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Now Brunson. 16 points for him. Hart from long range. Nails it from 3. And it's a 7-point New York lead.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here. And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
The shot. Back to Brunson. And again, New York with the triple.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And so it's New York, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's all
46.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Now here's Payne. Pass to Robinson. Outside Anunoby. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And Mitchell Robinson picks up the foul.
Mitchell Robinson.
That's his first foul of the game. And Minnesota making a change here.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves. Number 00. Terrence Shannon.
Robinson with the block. And he's able to get it back. Here's Shannon. From down in the low post, it goes.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Back to McBride. Outside Payne. Shot clock at 6. And he makes it on the layup.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Here's Shannon. Drops in the three.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality three-point shot, and he delivers.
Yeah, I think that might have been intentional. Perhaps was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
Pass to McBride. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Robinson with a double. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. And he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
B.A., I love his mentality, not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates, and he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Oh, sweet move. Just 5 on the clock.
Yeah, he just establishes position and stands firm. That's how you earn your rebound, with strong, solid technique.
Oh, Edwards just bullying his way inside.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Count the basket. Brunson's got 21.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Back to Anunoby. Brunson up top. Ooh, Brunson. Silky touch. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Counted from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
New York making a switch here.
Josh Hart. Mikal Bridges.
To the wing, right side. Back to Brunson. Down low. Anunoby. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And Shannon gets it to go.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's Brunson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And you have to avoid getting too physical with Brunson because he'll get these calls.
Both free throws, good from Brunson.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Outside Edwards. Edwards is doubled. Stolen by Anunoby. Hart, the open shot. New York, no good that time either. Minnesota in the lead. And here's Edwards. Edwards is doubled. It's McDaniels on the wing. And Edwards, here we go. Here's Gobert. Towns with a rebound. Big possession. They have a chance to take the lead.
It'll be interesting to see what they run.
Brunson with it. Banging his way through. Jalen Brunson.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
Back to Edwards. It's not going to go for him. Here we go, one-on-one. Brunson with it. Now Alexander Walker defending. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Back to Hart. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Edwards. Oh! Edwards packs it home.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, one of the considerations at this late juncture.
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a three-point game.
Question is, now can they protect the three-point lead he's given them?
So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for...
I ain't know this was a race. I ain't know you was the Jakes. Okay, just to keep it face to face. Okay, I hear when you get it talking about all the money that I made. Okay, you act like gonna be different if I go up and make a move. Okay, and I spent enough time in the dark, I ain't get that feeling I'ma lose. Okay, but your big woman lose. I don't know why you pull up with your friends, so I don't know which one to choose. She come on ask me why I keep calling her sister because you make me snooze. I want it just like it was dinner, I promise I don't need a spoon. For sure, I'm off the so you know what I wanna do. For sure, I'm off the so tell me where you coming through.
Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg. Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the drive. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Greg, we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
Not a long way up for Mobley, but he rises to the rim for the finish.
And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Garland after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
Now, here's Holmgren. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nifty move. Allen with the rebound. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Into the lane. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's dribble drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next level. He's got great footwork, he's got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 6.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
And here's Strus for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. Holmgren can't hit.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Inside. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. There's Garland. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. 6 to shoot. Over Mobley. That one off the back iron and out. Screen by Allen. There's Garland. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. And the Thunder with possession. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Right side, Dort. Here's Holmgren. Mitchell comes up with the rebound. To the middle. Looking for Allen, and gets it there. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Making full use of that reach. Allen able to pluck the ball out of the air for that easy lob.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, for 3, Holmgren. And now the fast break, Garland with the ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And how's that for a two-way effort? Garland right on top of that.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Oh, dynamic two-hand jam. And right in the face of the defender.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now Garland. After the missed three from Chet Holmgren. The drive by Garland. Garland is doubled. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
Thunder trailing by 3 to the wing right side. Here's Caruso. .109 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. Williams, that's a two-pointer. Excellent D there from Allen. Cleveland leading by 3. To the paint. And stolen by Williams. Stolen by Okoro. Mitchell outside. And the call will go against Aaron Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the inside. Taken away by Williams. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice touch on the back shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points.
On a dime. Shea got right where he wanted for that shot.
The Cavaliers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And he makes both free throws.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Here's Jerome. Lets the 3 fly. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. A floater. And Holmgren pulls it down. Down low. Here's Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Good D by Mobley.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And here are the Cavaliers now. They lead by 4.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers in Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Floats it up for Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use
of that height inside.
Pass to Hunter. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow. Thank you for the report. Hunter, no one around him. Sinks the three-pointer. Hunter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Thunder making a switch here. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Trailing by 4. Wiggins outside. Clock at 6. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And here's Garland for 3. Kept alive. Mobley. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Throws it up high. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide open shooter and just gets him the ball.
To the inside. It's stolen by Allen. Garland with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Garland. He can't get that one. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out here.
That's good by Mitchell.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, or he will drain those all night.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first half. Here's Caruso. And he jams it with authority. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
Pass to Strus. Back to Garland. Here's Mitchell. Here he goes. And he banks in the layup. Mitchell's got 8.
And Mitchell is used to this. Teams are going to play him physical in that lane.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Looking for a breather. And maybe just one or two things to talk about. And the Thunder making a switch here. Here's Caruso. Pass to Mitchell. It's Dort on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Dort's got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
The Cavaliers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
A pure 5. Jared Allen isn't trying to shoot a bunch of threes. He bangs down low. He rebounds, protects the paint. He is a rare breed.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Mitchell looking it over. Pass to Mobley. Cleveland moving the ball around. There's Garland, and he gets it to go. Garland's got his second bucket.
Oh, going inside and fighting for the bucket. That's what you want. You want a person that's going to fight for those inches.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Mitchell left side. And there's the drive. And then Mitchell with the dunk. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Pass to Hunter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jerome. They get it back. Here's Thompson. Caruso with the steal. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. 2 on the clock. Here's Wiggins. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Oklahoma City out in front. They're up by 1. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Garland looking it over. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Mobley at the elbow. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
Adept at fending off aggressive coverage. Mobley already looking like a vet out there.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. 14 points for him. Crosses over, and Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And Hunter, here we go. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen.
Stolen by Garland. And he finished it off with a lay-in. Garland's got 7 points in the game. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guy.
Number 21, Aaron Wiggins.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Holmgren with it. He has 5. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
That attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Pass to Holmgren. And stolen by Mobley. And here's the break. And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Mobley.
and able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
And Cleveland making a change here. Outside Garland. Here's Allen. The shot will not fall. Good D by Holmgren. Here's Wiggins with the drive. Yep, that one goes in there. Wiggins has got the lead up to 3 now for the Thunder. Outside Garland. High arcing shot. And it goes down 2 points. Garland's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Fantastic execution with the floater. Garland is just a fearless scorer.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
So both teams making some changes here. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. On the wing, Mitchell. He's got 8. Knocks down the 3 ball. Mitchell's got 11 points.
And that's on the D. You got to make sure you're guarding Mitchell from that corner.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Holmgren wide open. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Back to Garland.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Floats it up there for Mobley. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, and Mobley's teammates love throwing lobs his way. Why? Because he catches pretty much anything you throw up there.
To the middle. Off the run.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. 1:36 left in the third quarter. Mitchell outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
Dort wide open. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Inside. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
The nice touch from the interior. Mobley looks very comfortable shooting from there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder with the lead. Floats it up for Holmgren. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Mitchell. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Thunder lead by 2. And we're just... And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. One-on-one fast break. Garland with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Jerome, no good. On offense, here are the Thunder. A 2-point game. Caruso, no good. Outside Garland. Pass to Okeke. Here's Jerome. 4 on the clock. Now, here's Hunter. Got a piece of it.
Out of bounds.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Garland, that's for 2. Rebound by Wallace. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. The lead is 2. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Outside Garland. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And the Thunder making a switch here. Garland is doubled. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They now take the lead. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is. The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Hunter down low. The runner. Here's Strus. Here's Thompson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know what you're going to get from Thompson. Strength, toughness, and grit.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder, another 3.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often. And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead back up to 5 now for Oklahoma City. Back to Mitchell. Driving the lane. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
Oh, that motor on Mitchell just speeding right through his shot.
Here's Dort. Jams it in off the great move.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Mitchell wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Mitchell's got 12 points here in the second half. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Both teams deciding to change it up. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. Now with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And Mobley throws it down hard.
Go ahead, big fella. Throw it down. Mobley showing off that incredible bounce.
Mobley comes with the double team. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Back to Mobley. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. driving to the basket. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
He's just so mobile and agile for his size. You don't see a lot of players like him. So mobile, he always just gets defenders to follow.
And Oklahoma City making a change here.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. In the corner, Wallace with it. Stolen by Mitchell. To take the lead. Allen, that's good. And it's 9 points for Jared Allen. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for Cleveland.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And a 3-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
And stolen by Wallace. Here's Caruso. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And the Thunder making a switch here. 1:16 left to play here in the fourth. Garland with the bucket.
And Garland just delivers in a crucial moment. What a shot.
Holmgren up top. In the jump by Holmgren.
No, staying cool in a clutch moment. Holmgren not letting his inexperience get the best of him.
Allen. Come.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Stolen by Garland. A kick out to Mobley. Right side, Garland. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Driving inside. To the left wing. For 3, Holmgren nails the triple.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
And something I like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
Mitchell outside. Yes!
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And now they foul and stop the clock. Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
That's their only option. They have.
Watch.
that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay. Like Kalani's, Roger like Kalani's. Okay, here where the party is, right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, Now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramoni, Rebecca, Serena, Selena. Let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back. You don't need no one, help you inspire, But I'ma add to you, I'ma give you some best, I'ma add to you. We're on the avenue and I ain't never seen no one bad as you. Maybe I'm serious too, they can't disrespect you, I gladly. I don't play about mine, I don't care. I'm addicted to you and it's clear. I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay. Like Kalani's, Roger like Kalani's. Okay, here where the party is, right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, Now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramoni, Rebecca, Serena, Selena.
Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. It'll be the Mavericks off the tip. Outside Irving. Banked it in off the glass. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Pass to Davis. Good D by Porzingis.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And it's Irving missing. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked Coach how they plan to defend Kyrie Irving. He laughed and said, that's top secret, but seriously, Irving's got those moves, the counter moves, the incredible finishing around the rim, and sometimes you just hope Kyrie has an off night. We'll see how locked in Kyrie is tonight, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
This is the defensive intensity you have to have against Davis inside, but he still powers through it.
It's stolen by Lively. Here's Davis. Another shot. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
What I like about AD is that he uses everything at his disposal.
Well, Richard, we know how decorated AD was early on in his career. What can we expect from him moving forward?
Oh, he was getting Defensive Player of the Year and MVP votes back then. If he can get back to that level, he's going to be an absolute focal point for a long time coming.
Now here's Tatum. Shoots over Davis. Tatum gets the bucket.
Okay, listen. Tatum can strike from anywhere. The mid-range is an open option for him at all times.
On the wing, Thompson. Shoots over White. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
And Boston has possession. Trailing by 2. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Davis with a rebound. Back to Thompson. Pass to Lively. Lets it go. Dallas no good that time either.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
And here's Tatum. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. The three from Washington. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Celtics trail by 5. White for three. Boston, no good that time either. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Holiday. Here's Porzingis. And it's good for two.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
Thompson outside. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by White. One thing you can say about Boston, Graham, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Here's Irving. And Porzingis with the block. And he recovers it. Outside Davis. Second chance shot. And it's good on the layup. Davis has got 6.
I'm going to be honest, like Anthony Davis could do this all night. Inside the paint, his frame just gives him too much of an advantage.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Substitution on the court.
1:25 left in the opening quarter. Here's Christie. And stolen by Porzingis. Here's Holiday. On the wing, Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Davis. Here's Christie. And yep, it's good. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
Tatum with a steal. On the take. And he converts the layup. He has 7.
The quicks of Tatum on display. Jason has a devastating first step, man. He could just blow by you so easily.
Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. A big group substitution here for Boston. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. There's Tatum with the 3. Count it. He's 4 for 8 now.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Brown. No made baskets yet. Tatum can't hit.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the plate and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And so it's Anthony Davis making things happen for the Dallas Mavericks. Dominating on the glass. What a quarter.
The Mavericks, 19.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Mavericks.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Dallas leading by 5. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Clock at 2. Greg got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Throws it up high, and the dunk by Gafford.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here's Irving. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Outside Irving. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Six to shoot. Here's Gafford. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Left side Tatum. Takes the 3. Again, the miss by Boston. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Dallas. Pass to Marshall. Outside Irving. And the call will be against Derek White. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
The Mavericks making a switch here.
Number 26.
Irving looking around. Over Holiday. Here's Lively. Good D by Porzingis. Celtics trail by 10. Stolen by Dinwiddie. And he's going for the lob.
When you have Dinwiddie as a teammate, you have to be ready. Spencer is a tremendous distributor.
Outside White. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. The free throw off from White. And you look at Derek White, Richard, the energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
And Brown with the stuff.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Irving's got 6.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Celtics trail by 10. Here's Holiday. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, good execution in close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
Here's Irving. Pass to Lively. Outside for Davis. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Gotta be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
The Mavericks lead by 8. Here's Washington. Driving inside. And Washington powers it through.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. White can't hit.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Pass to Davis. Davis showing his range.
For a big man, Davis can really finesse it.
Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Brown with the steal. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. And White finishes off the break. Well done.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition three. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Tatum with a steal. By himself. No good on the shot. Excellent D there from Davis. Dallas leading by 8. And he lobs it up. Tipped. It's stolen by Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Outside Holiday. The kick to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. The three-pointer off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Davis with it. Hounded by Tatum. Davis down low. Rebound Boston.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
For 3, Porzingis. Davis with a rebound. Here's Lively. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Lively's got his second basket.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Stolen by Davis. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Dallas on top, leading by 10. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Celtics trail by 10. Here's Tatum. Driving to the basket. And finished off by Tatum.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
Here's Exum. Porzingis grabs the board.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Prosper. Clock at 6. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
White can't hit.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts. You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Tatum reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And so it's Dallas with it. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. The shot by Hardy, no good.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
Kick out to Brown. Tries again. Oh, Jaylen Brown! A strong finish.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Celtics trail by 9. There's the three. Bullseye! Jaylen Brown!
A dangerous shooter from all areas. Brown's eyes get real big when he shoots these corner threes.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening. I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Maverick substitution.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to Washington. And that time also a missed shot. And it's the Celtics ball. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Brown. A good look from Horford. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
He gets it in there. Davis has got 13.
Everything is going AD's way. He is in that zone and scoring at a terrific pace.
So both teams changing it up here. Outside Tatum. And that's a foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul.
Washington, first personal foul.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Tatum. The three. And Tatum drills the three.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. This is so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
On the wing, Holiday. Outside, Porzingis. Outside, Holiday. 4-3. That shot, no good. Dallas leading by 4. Irving with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Davis can't hit. Boston on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. It's stolen by Washington. The three from Thompson. Rebound Boston.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Pass to Tatum. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Okay! Tatum punching it home.
Ooh, how about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
From the wing. And it's Irving missing. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 2-point game to the inside. And that's going to be a travel.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Davis a screen. Dinwiddie with it. Now Horford defending. Davis misses. Boston on offense. They're on a 17-6 run. Pass to Hauser. Going inside. Here's Pritchard. Stolen by Dinwiddie. Here's Christie. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Mavericks ahead. 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. The Mavericks leading. Outside Irving. Inside. Lively shot is off. Stolen by Davis. Davis drawing the double team. The shot no good. Good D by Porzingis. That's tipped. White for three. Oh, how about White from the next time zone?
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight. This team thinks they should be up in front, but at least they tied it up.
Here's White. Outside Porzingis. Holiday surveying the floor. Shot clock at 6. Play clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. On the wing, Holiday. The kick out to White. Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Porzingis. Wing shot on the way. The shot by Holiday, no good. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Irving. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
With how crazy his handles are, Irving, man, this man gets to the line a lot.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Both free throws good from Irving.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Here's Tatum. Driving in. And finished off by Tatum.
Exploding at the rim. Tatum shows you the right way to finish off a drive.
Down low. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Outside Holiday. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. 6 on the shot clock. Good. And Brown gets the assist. White's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. So let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. Coach knows they're losing the 3 battle, and he told the team, we need to limit their outside looks, force them to put it on the floor, and make them beat us off the dribble. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Outside for Davis.
And you want more of this from Tatum, able to make an impact on defense with this kind of activity.
Pass to Brown. Rebound, Anthony Davis. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 1. Connects from downtown. Irving's got 10 points here in the second half.
The right guy to go to in this situation. Kyrie Irving has so many tricks in his bag that will help him find the shot that he needs.
White with it. Pass to Porzingis. Three-pointer, no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his 3rd foul so far. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle.
Number 2, Derek Lively.
Outside Irving. Davis a screen. Washington outside. To the middle. Outside for Irving. It's stolen by Holiday. Now the Celtics on the move. Here's Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
Outside Irving. Takes a 13-footer. Here's Lively. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Brown with it. Checked by Washington. Outside White. Ooh, here's White on the drive.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
Here's Irving. Count it! And he's tied it up. What a shot!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Outside Holiday. Outside White. There's 5 to shoot. Pass to Tatum. Shoots over Davis. It's rebounded by Dallas. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Irving. And here's Davis. And stolen by Brown. Here's Tatum. Count it!
And if anybody didn't know, Jason Tatum has that killer instinct just coming out in a big way.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Eight seconds left to play in the 4th quarter.
Big ups to this coaching staff. Great play design there.
There's 6 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Missed it! Lively. And so it's Boston who scraped by with the win. What a performance.
Either way, I'm still lit. I ride all my with me. They ain't check me at the door. I feel like the 10-man. All they had to talk. She been tweeting like she tough. We gon' catch that outside. I told Brooke get the balloons. We gon' throw her a surprise. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. Ay. Okay. I got for all the hours. It's a holiday. It's a party. party, it's a party, it's a party, ayy. We gon' bring them sparklers out, time to celebrate. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party, ayy. I got for all the house, it's a holiday. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party, ayy. We gon' bring them sparklers out, time to celebrate.
They had enough. Every time they threw a party, can't do that sideways. Hyper rock shots these all year. Got that on Winnie bags. Baby Drew, made my name on put. Great, same. Hop out with that. Drew just walked inside the party. Got these taking chances. Let her say she spotted up. She sitting the drop on the way. Drew just another. Take let's celebrate. To the beat, don't do the back and forth. Pull up for days. Rockin' purple jeans, I can't take that boy serious. I got crosses on my pants. Been real just to get them. St. Laurent all on my back. I put on my acting like that. Knowing they know I ain't serving me at the door. I'm on my rap.
Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And it's going to be the Nuggets off the tip. Outside Murray to the middle with the floater. Yep, count it. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now here's Harden. He's off on that one. Here's Jokic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Chris Dunn.
Jokic has a nice shot fake and did a good job that time getting the defenders up in the air and drawing the foul.
With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball.
They grab their own miss. Jokic gets the bucket.
A guy who always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Jokic on top of that one.
Inside. Here's Leonard. Good D by Jokic.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And it's Murray off the drive. And Gordon with the big finish.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Here's Harden. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Murray, no good. And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for the LA Clippers. Trailing by 4. Drills it from deep.
Leonard scores at all 3 levels. He's a threat anywhere on the floor.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked Coach what the plan is for slowing down Jamal Murray. They said, honestly, it comes down to team defense. You need to be aware of where Jamal is at all times. He can light you up, but Murray also can dish it, so we have to be smart guarding him. Always a difficult task defending the talented Canadian Jamal Murray. Guys?
Allie, thank you. Here's Harden. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. Misses in close. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Murray. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Down low. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Explosive move by Kawhi at the rim. The defense had no answer there.
Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers trail. Powell for three. Porter pulls it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Murray with it. And it's Leonard picking him up. And here's Porter outside. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. And Harden's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Leonard for three. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Leonard's got 8 points.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Now here's Jokic. Give him 8. And it's Derek Jones with the foul. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
It's Jokic, high post. Westbrook outside. Nails the baby hook. He's got 10.
This is exactly how you should use Jokic in these situations. Feed that beast inside.
Harden scanning the floor. Outside Jones. Just 4 to shoot. Leonard for three. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Jokic. And they double up Jokic. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And stolen by Jokic. And Jokic throws it down hard.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
4-3. And Bogdanovich is good for three.
When Bogdan is set in the corner, feed him. He loves those shots. Can make him in his sleep.
Here's Jokic. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
And the dunk by Leonard.
Boy, it has been a huge night for Leonard. The skill is obvious, but his strength is what makes him hard to defend.
Fires from deep. Gordon pulls it in. Murray inside. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Derek Jones. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. 8 seconds left in the first. Bogdanovich from long range. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for Los Angeles. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Brian, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Count that one.
You know, even inside Westbrook, unstoppable. He plays with great confidence and also tremendous force for a guard.
And Harden with the slam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now a timeout called by Denver. So it's Denver now. 7-point differential. Pass to Jokic. Inside, Jokic drops it in.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
Mills with it. Out to Powell. From outside the arc. Porter pulls it in. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now Jokic. 16 points for him. On the wing, Murray fires the 3. Doesn't go for him. The Clippers lead by 5. Leonard on the wing. Here goes Leonard. They get it back. And here's Mills from the arc. And it's Denver with a rebound. A nice shot by Watson. And now just a 3-point Los Angeles lead. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
On the take. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
And they double up Jokic. And here's Gordon from the arc. They get the rebound. Second chance effort. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Out to Powell. The 3-ball. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Nuggets trail by 5. Murray from outside. Counted from distance. Murray's got 6.
If you're the defense, you've got to do better on Murray. I mean, even from way downtown, he's pretty accurate.
Here's Simmons. Can't hit that one. And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets. Pass to Watson. Now Jokic. Back to Watson. On the wing, Murray. And again, Denver with a 3.
Look at how instant Murray's shooting can be. Gets the pass, plants the feet, and drills it.
Man, was there a guy more fit to run that 2023 team than Murray?
I don't think so, Brian. I mean, think about what Murray did. After coming off an ACL injury, he leads them to the finals, along with Jokic and the rest of his teammates, and he went off in every playoff series. Tough shots, clutch shots, timely shots. Incredible stuff by Jamal Murray.
Now a timeout called by Denver. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
The Clippers in the lead. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Murray, no good. Dunn right side. Outside for Harden. Three-pointer. He buries it from 3. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
Capable of doing great damage from outside. For Harden, I think it's simply about shooting with confidence.
Murray's shot is good.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Harden from outside. And it's Denver with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
You know, when Westbrook focuses on passing the basketball, it really helps his team. I love how quickly he finds his teammates.
Three-pointer, Harden. And his 4th make of the day in 10 tries. Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Murray. And it's blocked by Harden.
Some hard-nosed defense from Harden on that block. That's sure to get the bench fired up.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Good.
The ideal pass for that situation. Great instincts.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Los Angeles leading by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
39.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Here's Dunn. Outside Harden. Pass to Leonard. Gordon with a steal. Back come the Nuggets on the run. Zubac with the steal. On the wing, Harden. Watson with it. Harden picks him up. And he's going for the lob. It's stolen by Leonard. Porter with the steal. And Gordon with the big finish.
Porter Jr. anticipating the pass there and got a piece of it with that long wingspan.
Pass to Watson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Watson's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game. The Clippers trail. Clark, it's been great to see the Nuggets as a perennial powerhouse these past few years.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a game changer, and what a joy to watch. Took a long time for them to finally get to the place where they could win that first title, but usually teams don't become champions overnight. It's a process. Now everybody's scared of it.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Here's Dunn. Misses the three.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And 6'10" with laser-accurate quick release. Clark, Michael Porter Jr. can make the game look so easy.
It looks to me like he's really settled into his role, and he's embraced that. And he's worked through his own injury challenges, so there's a level of perseverance and resilience and grit that he's put into his book bag along with that fluid stroke and his athleticism. He's become a better rebounder and a better defender as well. I really like what he's become to this point in his career as a player.
Outside for Harden. Back to Dunn. 6 on the shot clock. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Peyton Watson.
Well, you know, Harden will do that every chance he gets. He cleverly goes into the defender looking for the contact to draw the foul, and nobody does it better.
Harden hits them both. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Nuggets. Baseline jumper. Najee controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Here's Watson. It's tipped. Here's Powell. No made baskets yet. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Now a timeout called by Denver. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Puts the move on. Stolen by Mills. Gordon with a steal. Pass to Jokic. Nice move. And he lays it in. Jokic has got 20. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Here's Eubanks. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Jokic using his size. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Coffey. Out to the right wing. The shot by Eubanks, no good. Denver leading by 3. Here's Murray. Softly drops in the floater. Murray's got 13.
He's super hard to guard as Jamal Murray because he's got all the shots, including recognizing when to use the floater.
Outside Mills. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Mills has got his first points in this one.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And here's Porter outside. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. And the Nuggets lead by 6. Outside Bogdanovich. .124 left in the third.
And credit to Bogdanovich for not giving up there. He gets a shot off and wins a foul for his trouble.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Nuggets.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
Denver leading by 4. Westbrook outside. Here's Jokic. Jokic, the bump in the bucket.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Those are 3 points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass. Pass
to Coffey. for three. And the Clippers miss again. Here's Jokic. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Jokic doing a really good job that time, concentrating and maintaining his balance despite being fouled.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one misses. And Denver making a change here. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. Pass to Najee. Back to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Assisted by...
Wow, Westbrook, so athletic. He looked virtually unstoppable there.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
At the line for 2, Ben Simmons.
And both free throws good for Simmons. Knocked loose. And stolen by Simmons. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Brown. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Clippers trail by 11. Jones in the post. Pass to Zubac. Bogdanovich from long range. Porter pulls it in. Here's Brown. Second chance shot. Jones with the block. And so it's the Denver Nuggets closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Murray scanning the floor. To the wing, right side. Here's Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
Boy, slick pass by Murray. He makes such an effort to create for his teammates.
Westbrook outside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, the passion Westbrook plays with is infectious. He plays hard every second he's out on the court.
Now here's Harden. And the layup is good.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Soft touch off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 14.
Saric knows he has the touch needed to capitalize inside.
Harden from outside. Nails it from 3. Harden's got 9 points here in the second half.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Leonard, left side. Lets it go from deep. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for Denver. They've led by as many as 14. Launches it. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Leonard looking around. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Denver leading by 11. Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
That one goes. Count it.
You know, a little bit of contact will not bother Leonard at all. I mean, he's so strong as a player. It's part of the deal for him.
The Nuggets want a timeout. go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Nuggets coach was going over with his team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them, leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
The free throw drops for Jokic. He does not get the second one. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
It's stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Leonard. Leonard all alone. No doubt about it.
Yeah, smart about picking his spots. That time, Leonard senses opportunity and flies up the floor.
Gordon can't hit. Clippers trail by 8. Done with it. Now Porter defending. For 3, Powell. Jokic grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Jokic. And he gets the bucket. Jokic has got 14 points here in the second half.
And Gordon is quick in everything he does. I mean, including how he passes the ball. This guy plays with great quickness.
Pass to Eubanks. Foul in the post.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
At the line for your Clippers.
That one falls for Powell.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Powell nails them both. Denver leading by 8. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Outside Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. He's let up now.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
On the wing, Harden. And Harden with the slam.
Another guy who can light up the scoreboard. Harden is a stat sheet stuffer.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. The 3 is up. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
A minute 29 left in the game. And then Harden with the jam.
Harden is sneaky with that ferocious dunking ability of his. You can tell he enjoys throwing it down with power.
For 3, Gordon. It's rebounded by Zubac. Clippers trail by 9. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Great run out and the pass right on target. Outstanding transition offense.
Pass to Gordon. Into the lane. And Gordon with the big finish.
What a drive to the hoop from Gordon. I mean, he only needs a step or two to take off from those throwdowns.
Harden misses. Here's Murray. Puts up a three. And James Harden pulls it down. Here's Dunn. Offline with a three. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They've led by as many as 14. And he gets it to go. And now an 11-point Nugget lead.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Here's Najee. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the wing on the left. The open shot by Saric. Jones grabs the board. So it's Denver with the W. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Did a shoot when you ball with a name. Squad when I'm dealing with pain. Ballin'.